Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Man the Maker. Welcome to a new series for Sigma Theory. This little game here, a game that I've played on the channel before, many months ago, is just a fantastic modern Cold War spy thriller type game, right? You manage a stable of some of the best spies in the world in order to lead your country to be the one to achieve the singularity, right? A number of technologies are coalescing with only the brightest minds capable of working on them. And these technologies will change the world forever. And our government, of course, everyone, we will uplift the world, but really, I mean, it is about us, isn't it? And so that's our mission here today in Sigma Theory. We will be leading a agency, top secret agency, to send our own agents, our spies, assassins, not really assassins, strongmen, thugs, seducers, hackers, what have you, any kind of trope that you can think of for a spy. We've got them, and we're going to send them out into the world in a beautiful turn-based fashion for our faction. And try and see if we can get the most scientists, get the most research done, and be the ones kind of at the forefront, while we deal with all the other nations doing the same thing, as well as a couple of powerful organizations of varying degrees of wickedness. Some seem rather pleasant on the surface, but maybe they're not underneath. Some maybe are nice, and some are just downright evil. And that's the synopsis of the game. Played it before. Though it's been quite some time. I did manage to beat it after 3 tries. The game just released a story mode, which is what brought me back to it. Though it's been on my mind. It's been on my mind for some time now. When I saw that they released the story mode, and I said, yes, please, bring it. Let's go. So, I'm going to do a new account. I mean, I think classic mode is what I did in the past. Don't really know what this means. Achievements, customization, and maybe some kind of ranking there. Doesn't matter. We are doing story mode. Start a new game. Yes, I did kind of just poke my head into it to see what was going on, though I have not actually played anything. Story mode. Story mode, apparently, you are America. We do play as America. In the custom mode or classic mode, you can pick any one of these nations, and they all have kind of a benefit to them. Like the USA will find it easier to persuade scientists to work for them. I don't remember what the other things are, so it doesn't really matter. We will be playing as Man and Jamaica. Of course, very American name, Man Jamaica. Man Jamaica. No. Man to Maker. Sure, why not? And we will be playing as a man, though I have not always. And we can choose our spouse, who does come into play in different ways, which we will see in the first ways. I probably will be picking a Turkish woman. I'm not so great at pronouncing Turkish. I think this is Ece Gurdag, something like that. I think the C is a J. And Nimro Zabanshi, something like that. My wife is Turkish-ish. Turkish-German. So I have learned a thing or two about that, so apologies. I don't know how to apologize in Turkish. You'd think that'd be one of the first things I would learn, but alas, no. We'll pick her as Turkish. I like the curly hair. I'm pretty sure I picked this one as my spouse in the past, but what can I say? What can I say? She appeals to me. I like the curly hair, the shiny forehead. Big fan of shiny foreheads, right? Come on. Where's your shine? Alright, let's go. Let's go. Personal details. Everything looks fine to me. Very progressive. You can apparently marry a man if you are a man and a woman if you are the same. Very good. Director to maker. See? Alliteration right off the bat. This is how I know I've made the right choice. I am Susan Harris, and I ordered your recruitment. I'll be your superior for the next few months, and you'll be directly accountable to me. Man, as a specialist in both field operations and delicate diplomatic negotiations, your place is at the head of counter-espionage, but the American government has an even more important mission for you. Several days ago, the scientific community developed the Sigma theory, a scientific method capable of producing rapid advances with the potential to throw the world into chaos. Within weeks, we'll see the emergence of new weapons with unimaginable destructive power, as well as tools that can influence the economy, society, energy, transport, and even the human mind. Our civilization will change beyond recognition. American leaders want to monopolize Sigma technologies. The country that controls Sigma will control the world. Your mission? Discover these Sigma technologies with the best scientists at your side. Do what you must to gather a team of agents and use persuasion, diplomacy, and force to acquire the few scattered scientists able to work on these technologies. We currently have 2 in our own labs. We've given you a surveillance drone and a combat drone to assist in your field missions. You'll also have access to diplomatic support to conduct negotiations with the leaders of rival nations. I'm transferring you to our tactical operations so you can proceed with recruiting your team. First step, right? Boom, you gotta make a team. When I first started this game, I was incredibly overwhelmed by this. I still am a little bit. It's kind of a lot, especially as a newbie, to kind of like, okay, who do I want, right? We can see, okay, we all got numbers. Mr. .888888888, 6 brains and 6 strength. Sure, okay. We can kind of figure out how they will use that in the world of spycraft, right? We can use a little bit of our own inherent knowledge. But then you got things like seducer, loyal, and stubborn, right? This guy, obviously, great at seducing. He's loyal, so never resign. Quite handy. I have had few resign on me in the past. Accustomed to working alone, he will not always obey your orders during exfiltration. That could be pretty bad, right? Exfiltration, obviously, if you know the word, is getting people out of a place. So, in the event that you do manage to get a scientist and you want to steal him, you got to take him out from the other country. This guy might not cooperate so well, right? Aphrodite, she's a seducer. She's high profile, so people know about her, right? Because she is the most beautiful woman of all time. My God. And a master of disguise. Wow. Well, pretty interesting. I used her once, and the first place I sent her to, she was about to get on the plane, and she's like, hey, actually, I need to go and do this thing. Can I go? And I'm like, yeah, sure. You could probably go for like, a week or 2. And she left my team forever. And I started that game with 1 less agent. Not good. Not good. Double K. Carl Cole. Look at this guy. Look, I know some of them. I live in Germany. I know a few guys. He reminds me of a few guys. They love their cigarettes here. Very healthy people generally, I would say. Love their cigarettes. So, he's elite. That means you only get 1 of these guys. Only 1 elite. He is a hacker. Hacking is incredibly powerful. The game may have changed since I last played, so I might be in for some surprises here. When I did play, which was 6 months ago, or maybe, hacking was incredibly strong. He's a loner, so no seduction, pacifist, that's fine. He's methodical, so he's slower, but usually returns excellent results. He's also anonymous, so he can never be traced back to us, which is fantastic, because one of the terrible things is that you hack somebody, you get caught, well, they might know that it was you, and then bad things happen. I'm just gonna say, boom, flat out recruit him. Done, right? Very risky to just pick the elite right off the bat, but full disclosure, I've done this before. I did kind of go through because of my stated sense of foreboding when staring down this roster here. And mind you, my roster is like nigh incomplete. I do have kind of an idea of who I want on the team. And I want this guy. That anonymous hacking seems really, really fantastic. Really, like he's going to do his job pretty dang well. Next up, right, we got to kind of think, what do we want? We got some guy who can hack. Now we're going to need some people that can act in the field. We need some people who can act in the field. Banker seems quite strong to me, right? He can seduce. He's got pretty good brains. Okay, strength. He can negotiate, so that's when the bribing comes in. That's quite useful. High profile is a little bit annoying. You can have some issues when people are moving around. Handle means he never runs away, and he won't listen to you if you tell him to fight. Not bad. Not bad. I do quite like this guy. He can travel freely. Puppet master, so he can convince foreign agents to defect to our country. Can do a little convincing there, which is quite good. I like that a lot. Spy hunter also can potentially be very useful. I found in the late game I was almost entirely spy hunting because people were just, I was in the lead and people were just like, gotta take this guy out. And smuggling. So he can bring in weapons. Don't really know how much we're gonna be using him for exfiltrating, but maybe. I like him. Boom. Done. He's got an arrest warrant in Russia, but the massive disguise should make him okay for that. So, we've got a guy who can probably do okay at exfiltration. He can at least bring a gun. Good at spy hunting. Can also convince people to join our team. I do quite like this, right? We got the seducer and the negotiator. My God. I also quite like her. But I think I want someone who's a little bit better at escape. A little bit better at kind of getting stuck in there. Like, this guy, exfiltration expert, is really nice, but we can't do it. We already have it. Gonna want somebody, I would prefer someone with exfiltration expert. Like you. You are reckless. You're gonna get into some serious fights. Will never surrender. People you are assigned to protect have a tendency to meet unexpected ends. You're basically like a jackhammer. If we need to get somebody out and we want to like mess with people, that's kind of the way to do it. She is really good. Is an elite though, so we're not going to worry about you. Another hacker here. I'm thinking intricate web weaver. Yeah, you can recruit people, but you're just another seducer. Kind of want someone who can really get people out. Is there another exfiltration hunter expert? It's you. You can jailbreak, you can never be, and you can hack. So you can go to somewhere and hack in location. Your stats aren't great. You're German. Could have a very German team here. Methodical, you're a little bit slower. You're puppet master. I want somebody some high intelligence. I mean, we could get the seducer. You're also bloodthirsty, so you're gonna want to kill people. Damn, I kind of had a team and then I've kind of lost that team. I think we might go with Hatch here, right? The black belt means in hand-to-hand combat without a weapon, you might be able to do okay, but your strength is so low. Strength is so low. I don't think we don't want the hacker. Already got you. Might be picking up Maestro here, right? He's quite strong. He's got that intricate web weaver. He can seduce, which you're also a seducer, aren't you? No, you're not. You can seduce, Maestro. The wheelman means you're better at exfiltration, which is quite nice. I would like someone who's just really good at exfiltration. Angstrom, you're elite. Slavic. Meh. I mean, okay, you know what? We're going to pick up Banker, the seducer, the negotiator. I know that you're not the best exfiltrator, but I want him. I want him. Irrationally, perhaps, but I want him. Ryder might be the last one. You've got that wheelman exfiltration. You're a ghost. You're a knife fighter. You know what? How about you? Okay, you've got the lower talents, but exfiltration expert does seem pretty good. And if you're captured, I think it's okay. Don't have the strongest exfiltration team though, right? I would like her to be a little bit smarter. But you're just gonna start messing people up, right? And I don't like the violent exfiltrations. All right, this is taking enough time. Robber, welcome to the team. Because it's the first time I've ever recruited her, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of chit-chat. Why would I risk my own skin? Well, let's find out. She's nicknamed the most clever bank robber in history. She's not motivated by money, but just because she can. Whether infiltrating a bank in broad daylight to hack accounts or in the middle of the night, steal gold bars, her crimes are rarely accompanied by injuries or violence. She turned herself into the police 2 months ago and is currently in a high-security prison in Hamburg. Hey, that's where I live. She's gotta join the team. Gotta join the team. While she waits her sentence. But we know that she just deliberately got in prison just to give herself the challenge of escaping. The Cold War was nothing more than a great hold-up. You seem to be an expert. That seems like the right one, right? We gotta choose. What is it gonna be for you? And I think this is it. Just the best agent there is. We've done it. All right. I mean, I don't know if this is a good team at all. My experience with the game is okay, but this is what we got. There it is, folks. There it is. We can share our team on social media. We are not going to do that. I don't think might not be a bad idea for future purposes, but not for now. Boom. Confirmed and done. And here we are, finally getting into the meat of the game. It does take a lot of chattiness to get there. I am a chatty individual, if you had not noticed. Okay, so what do we got to do here, right? Okay. We've got our agents. We've got our surveillance drone, if you may recall. We got our combat drone. What we now need to do is go out into the world and perform different missions. Find the leaders primarily. We want to be targeting the leaders. Find these people. Find their scientists, right? Initially, it kind of was like, I don't know who it could be. You might want to, you want to find the scientists and you want to recruit them and then extricate them. Now, you can take them out violently. I don't like to do that. I'm kind of a peaceful fellow. Maybe not all of my video games. I do play a number of video games with some simulated violence. But, I don't know. I feel like, for me, I like to go the peaceful route. Why? Well, in particular, if you strong arm people out, well, first of all, they are just inferior to you. They work at, I think, half the rate or something. We want them to join us willingly. Also, chances are that when you steal somebody by force and you're going to have somebody muscle them out of the place, you're going to get into fights. And getting into fights boosts this thing up. This is alert level. The higher this is, the more difficult it is to do things there. This is how much they like us. The higher this is, the more likely they are to be nice to us. We might be able to do some deals diplomatically. I've had very, very little success in this game regarding that. Also, if it drops to 0, they declare war on you. Now, the primarily negative impact of war is this little bad boy right here, the doomsday clock. If this reaches 0, the game is over. If this reaches 0, it's just over. And there's a lot of things you can do to impact. There's some things that just happen. So you got to be pretty careful, right? I accidentally went to war, I think twice in the past, and just ended up losing because I couldn't stop the war. And every turn, the doomsday clock was ticking down, ticking down, ticking down. So we're going to need to use these agents, send them out to different countries. Kind of usually want to target those who are on the lead, right? We'll get a feel for that later on. We don't know who's in the lead right now. I find Russia, well, it's been such a long time to play. Russia has often done pretty well, as well, the European states. That's all I can really remember. These three, I think, were my primary rivals in most of the games I played, but I can't recall. So we're going to want to do that. But first, boom, we got to take a look at the Sigma theory. So this is the tech tree, right? These are the 5 different categories in which we will be researching as well as everyone else will be researching. Now, how do you win the game? I think you get to the end of one of these. You just need one. Then you have to research the 5 final technologies here. Right, this will unlock. We got some time, but the game isn't terribly long. Wrong? Not wrong at all. So what are the techs? What are the areas? We got neurosciences, we got health, we got robotics, we got finance, and we got astrophysics. Now, the technologies do have a pretty large impact on what happens. Mentalis, a form of mental condition that results in an immediate and substantial increase in the intellectual power of an individual. I don't really remember what the techs do. 10 to 30 turns it can be. We just don't know how long until we actually get it. The intellectual power of an individual goes up. I don't know what that does. Probably good things. We don't even know what the next technologies are either. For health, panacea. Setting a cure for every known form of cancer. That seems pretty useful. Over here in robotics, lightning, create soldiers with extraordinary reflexes and superhuman speed. Finance, stability, predict financial market movements with effectively 100% accuracy. End of capitalism as we know it, for better or worse. And finally, solar network. Solar network, orbital solar stations can fulfill the Earth's energy needs for centuries to come. Right, our scientists start with specialties. So you can't really, yes, I could put him here, but it's going to be so much slower. So much slower. So we're just going to leave it on that, right? It's going to be probably 20 to 60. I don't actually know, but we stick with that. As you go up, when you discover these, well, you can do different things with them. We're not going to worry about that right now. Over here, I think we can kind of look at what this is: our stable of agents and our scientists, and these are the world's diplomats. This is our own individual, and then the rest out here. Boom. As well as private groups, influential groups, and armed groups. We don't know anything about that. We're not going to get into it too much. Here are notifications. We got nothing yet. And settings. Let's take our first turn. What is always nice to do right off the bat, right? We want to take double K here, and he's going to hack. Now, can never be traced back. Normally, when you hack somewhere, you have a chance of being found out. Not with this guy, because he's anonymous. What I think I'm going to do, I'm going to start hacking up in here. We are going to let this episode go a little bit longer, at least get the first turn locked in before we move on. We're going to go ahead and hack Germany right off the bat. Germany does like us. Actually, you know what? Let's hack Russia. I think that seems good. Like I said, they've always done pretty good against me. They like us a little bit less, but we can't be found out. Everyone has pretty much the same alert level. You guys are all the same. Yeah. Everyone is pretty much the same. So I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to hack Russia. And what can we do with that? We can lower the alert level. We can steal Sigma data. So we can steal basically research. We can lower the alert level, which is incredibly useful. We can delete an arrest warrant, or we can just go ahead and locate scientists. I think we're going to start off right back. 2 days, he's going to try and locate scientists. If he gets caught, they might hate us. The alert level going up is also quite bad. I think if he gets caught, it might raise the alert, but we're going to just try and look for those scientists first. We're going to move a bunch of people. We're going to kind of spread out a little bit, right? But I think I'm going to send probably you, right? You have... What is your profile? Yeah, you're the seducer, negotiator, high profile. You're going to be the guy that we're going to try and get to say, hey, what's up? What's up? Come and join us. So I'm going to move him straight to Russia. Okay, well, because he's high profile, he's not going anywhere. Yeah, that is the downside. I don't want you to hack. I don't want you to hack, man. I want you. You're a master of disguise, puppet master, spy hunter. You do have a restaurant in Russia. I think what we're going to do is just have you go and set up some contacts. We're going to just have you go over here. I guess, I mean, technically China is in first place. I don't really know if this means anything right now. I'm just going to have him go out to Germany. You can just fast travel. Infiltrate means he can bring a gun. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm not going to worry about that. You're just going to go there. And I think we're probably going to send people. I mean, I might double down on Russia over here. Or I might, maybe we do head to China. No, let's go to the UK. And we're just going to have you also fast travel. Right? I'm just going to get people going quickly to the places they need to go. I will send my surveillance drone over to here. I don't really expect much to happen, but we can get it a little bit closer. The combat drone can just stay put. So yeah, he's a bit annoying because he's high profile, so he's not going to do anything. We're going to start hacking this. We're going to start looking for scientists, right? That's the name of the game. We got to look for the scientists because we got to take them. Now, of course, you don't have to actually take them. They can secretly work for you, and they can just give you research on the side. So sometimes it's like, I don't think I can take these people out. It's not the right time for it. You can just convert them to your side. They'll work as a double agent for you, and then when the time is right, that's when you can take them out. So, we've set it all up here. The action is going to start next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you have, give it a like, subscribe if you want to check out more. I got lots of content coming out. Always very appreciative of that. I do have a Discord channel. I'll put a link to that down below. If you want to come hang out, I'm there most of the time. And always happy to hang out with you people, with you fine folks out there. And yeah, I do hope you like this series. I'm really excited to be getting back into this game. It's been on my mind, like I said. And I think it's time. It's time to bust open the singularity. And it's a story mode, so like special things might happen that I'm not prepared for. So very excited. Who knows how the game has changed in the time since I last played it. Many exciting things coming up for me. Whether you know the game or not, I hope you will enjoy it. And so until next time, my name is Man the Maker. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day.